Assalamu alaikum طلاب. Today we are going to study the second part of the chapter number 4, which is what? Pronouns. So what is the pronouns? These 5 points illustrate the main differences between nouns and pronouns. So first of all, what are pronouns? They constitute a heterogeneous class of items. First of all, again, they are closed system items. Again, they are closed in the sense they are limited, they are definite. They constitute a heterogeneous class of items, though they are limited and they are system by themselves. Again, they have numerous subclasses. So despite their variety, there are several features that pronouns or major subclasses of pronouns have in common. So these 5 points are the main differences between nouns and pronouns. Referring back to the pronouns, they do not admit determiners. No determiners, no articles. You do not admit. I can say the book, but I can't say the I. I cannot say the I. I can say my book. I can say my book, but I cannot say my, for example, my him. See? No determiner at all. They often have an objective case. Objective case in which I have the what? A difference between nouns and pronouns. The nouns have the genitive, and no objective case. But the pronouns, some adjectives or some nouns have an objective case in addition to the genitive and the common. They often have person distinction between first, second, and third persons. They often have over gender contrasts. You see, I have it for inanimate. I have he for male, she for female. Singular and plural forms are not often not morphologically related. They have different rules concerning the singular and the plural forms. Move again. Look at these. This diagram shows what's the different classes of pronouns in which they are all will be discussed fully in following sections. Generally, pronouns are classified into specific and indefinite. The specific, again, are subdivided into central, relative, interrogative, and demonstrative. The central pronouns are subdivided into personal, reflexive, and reciprocal and possessive pronouns. The central, which is a branch of the specific, have 4 subclasses of pronouns. The indefinite pronouns, they are universal, partitive, quantifying. The partitive are subdivided into assertive, non-assertive, and negative. The quantifying, I have general and enumerative. طبعا all these subclasses of nouns or pronouns will be discussed later on. But before indulging with the subclasses of pronouns, let us see the general features of pronouns. Starting with case of pronouns. Like nouns, most pronouns, so this is one similarity between pronouns and nouns, they have two case or multiple system case اللي هي common and genitive. I know that what are the cases of nouns. Nouns have 2 cases, the common case and the genitive case. Again, some or most pronouns have what? Common case like somebody and the genitive case like somebody's. I know that somebody, someone, somewhere هذه جماعة الصم والنو والأني, and their compounds, they are fall they are considered to be what? Pronouns. Again, I have 6 pronouns. 6 pronouns have an objective case. Only 6 pronouns have an objective case. So they have what? A 3-case system called 3-case system, where common case replaced by subjective and objective. Common case is what? Is subjective and the objective, and then I have the what? The genitive. So how many cases? I have these 6 pronouns to have what? Subjective case, objective case, and genitive case. There is an identity between a genitive and objective here, and partial overlap between subjective who and objective who. The genitives of personal pronouns are in accordance with a grammatical tradition and primary meaning. They are called possessive pronouns. So what are these 6 pronouns? I, we, he, she, they, who. I, we, he, she, they, we. Who, sorry. They are what? They are the, first of all, I have what? I, we, he, she, they. They are subjective by themselves, subjective pronouns. So I, me, my. I, subjective, objective, me, genitive, my. We, subjective, as, objective, our, genitive, وهكذا. He, him, his, she, her, they, them, their, who, whom, whose. Whose, genitive case. But what about you? What about you? What about it? Why they are not mentioned here? Again, you and it, they are within the pronouns referring to subjects. But why they are not mentioned? Because subjective and the objective case of you and it is the same. يعني you, it is subjective pronoun, and you, it is an objective pronoun. بالgenitive, بالsubjective form والobjective form. The same thing with it. It is it, the same it with the subjective and with the objective. وين حيتشابهون بالcommon case. فحترجع when there are 2 cases اللي هي subjective and اللي هي common and genitive case. So again, only these 6 pronouns are within the nouns. The pronouns that have what? Have 3, or what is called a 3-case system. There is no inflected or S genitive. No inflected or S genitive with the demonstratives. What are the demonstrative? I have the this, that, these, those, or with the indefinite except those in one bodies. يعني I will understand that the demonstrative, this, these, those, that, those, they do not occur with the genitive case, and no inflected S genitive. So what about person? Person of a pronoun. Personal, possessive, and reflexive pronoun have distinction of person. Personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns have distinction of person. يعني there is some sort of distinction between first, second, and third person. So the first person refers to speaker, I, or the speaker and one or more others. يعني أقول we. هذا we means the speaker plus others. The speaker plus other. لما أقول we, for example, أنتم كنتوا وياي أقول we. I am as a speaker plus you. Plus you اللي هو أنتم وياي. Again, the second person refers to the person's address, you. When I want to address you, I say what? You. Third person refers to one or more than other persons or things. طبعا they يقول things because they, you see, they, it is for male and for human and non-human. So he, she, it, and they. Look at if I just to have a look about this table, I have the personal, reflexive, and possessive pronoun. The personal pronouns, the subjective case والobjective case with reflexive pronoun. These are, and I have the possessive pronoun. Please pay more attention. I have what is called determiner function. Determiner function يعني they function as a determiner before the noun, before the head in the noun phrase. And they have the nominal function. They take or they replace the noun. They replace the noun. يعني there is no noun with them. They take the noun, the place of the noun. So what are they? عندي بالsingular ولا plural form. Here I have singular I, بالsubjective case, بالobjective me, reflexive myself. وهذه الفirst person. First person I or we. I بالsingular form. Me objective. It is reflexive myself. Determiner my يعني my book, my books, my pen. See, determiner function. But it is mine. It is mine. Plural I have we subjective. The objective as. The reflexive ourselves. Determiner our يعني so our book. Ours nominal function. Again you, it is for singular plural. But in the reflexive I have yourself, yourselves. Your is determiner function. Binominal it is yours. Third person I have the singular form. I have masculine, feminine and non-personal. Masculine for he, him, himself, his. It is his for as determiner and as nominal. Feminine she, her, herself, her, hers. Her for determiner and nominal function يعني it is hers. Non-personal it بالsubjective case والobjective case. Reflexive it is itself. Again determiner it. There is no nominal function for it. It is not. Plural again plural I have they بالsubjective. Objective is them, themselves are reflexive. There it is determiner and theirs it is nominal. Concerning the gender of nouns, the gender, the differentiation between what? Between singular and between inanimate and inanimate, between male and female. In third person singular يعني he, she, it. The personal, reflexive and possessive pronouns distinguish in gender between masculine يعني عندي he, him, himself, his. وعندي بالفeminine عندي she, her, herself, her. يعني بالthird person أكو distinction between male and female, between he and she. Again I have the non-personal. I know that it refers to something non-personal. Relative and interrogative pronouns and determiners distinguish between personal and non-personal, like that, like for example, who for personal, which for non-personal, that for both. That's what an example. Number again. The second person uses here you a common form for singular and plural. And if I want, for example, if I want to address one student, I say what? You. If I want to address 2 students, I say what? You. If I want to address 10 students, I say what? You. You see? So you, it is for second person المخاطب, for one or more than one. In the personal and possessive series, personal اللي هي you, possessive series say what? Your book as one, your books as more than one, but has a separate plural in the reflexive. So when I say the difference per reflexive, I say what? Yourself. It is if I address one person, but yourselves if I address more than one. So we, again, there is we. We, it is the first person plural pronoun. Doesn't denote more than one. Again, please students, we doesn't refer to more than I. it is the I, the speaker, plus other, maybe plus one, maybe plus more than one. Okay, so the speaker plus and مو كلهم I. It is not the first one I plus I plus I plus I. No, it is I plus others. But I plus more, one or more than or more others. There is thus an interrelation between number and person. انتبهوا على هذه الملاحظة. This is very important. We may exclude the person's address. هسه قلنا we it is what referring to the speaker plus others. Okay, may exclude the person address. Are we من هم الوي يجمعون John plus I. يعني شنو John؟ it is third person plus I اللي هو دا يحكي السبيكر third person و first person. Are we John and I late؟ يعني ويا من دا أحكي for example let us imagine that I plus the speaker plus for example زينب. say what? Are we اللي أقصد منه me I plus زينب addressing whom? For example addressing أحمد. إحنا بدنا نحكي ويا أحمد addressing أحمد second person. Are we زينب and I late أحمد؟ إيش راح يجاوبنا؟ إنه they excluding the second person, excluding the addressee. say what? Yes you are for example. Or maybe inclusive. How did we makes include the addressee? Saying are we you and I. طبعا you is the second I and it is the first. يعني هسه المجموعة ما تتكون أنا دا أحكي وياك وأنا السبيكر. يعني المجموعة تتكون من two persons or more than two maybe. late Mary هسه من يتكون plus me the speaker and Mary. okay فإن من دا أحكي أنا ويا من I'm addressing Mary. Are we you and I late Mary؟ راح تجاوب yes we are. She will include herself. She will include herself with it. Or are we you John and I late Mary؟ فصارت من هي ويانا بالمجموعة صارت we ويا Mary. So it is what? say what? yes we are.